Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Bucky Irving now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Mayfield now from the gun. He's on the move. Got Evans. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's
That's how you play defense, boy. Our defense.
The ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
That's called structured defense, patience. Just got to get the ball. That's all it is.
From that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That stop made by K.J. Britt. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here. Hurts now on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. First down, ball at the 36.
63.
Running right, it's Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. That's who is running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. Running it after the penalty. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here. On 4th down, Hurts. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So the defense holds, and that is our final highlight of the first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football inside the enemy 40.
Good job, you defense coordinator. Good job.
Oh, boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. Offense up to the line fast. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And this one's going to come to a stop down at the 13-yard line. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Eagles driving ahead. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts setting up to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Bronk, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This from 28 yards away. The kick by Hopkins is good. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On the return, here's Irving. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Fits it through the middle. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Great.
Toss play to Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss, it's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Great. 63.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. And the Buccaneers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick with those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll run this with Irving. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Carry here for Irving. And he's stopped for no gain. The defense stands strong, and we've hit halftime. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. On the return, Britton Covey. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 32. This one finds Goddard. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Handoff headed right, Barkley. This is ahead for about 5. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 5. Chased out to his right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. He's on the move. Pass caught by Gainwell. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense in the hurry up here. Hurts throwing again. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Hurts looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That pass complete to Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Barkley. Still has room inside the 15. And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.
No contact. No contact.
They're gonna run with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast. Now Hurts. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Back to throw it. Oh, he forced it. Intercepted, and that could do it. And the Buccaneers get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Throwing again is Baker. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Chased out to his right. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers holding a 4-point lead. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
He'll look to throw it. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles jump in front late. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Irving.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
That's what I'm talking about. Defense.
And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority
Salty. He about to quit, bro. Told you. He quit. He Isles came back for the win. Yeah.